that's the end of that sail. I just don't know how I'm gonna get this down. I think I'm gonna get a knife. I might need to cut it away, actually.
I think you could just drop it down.
It's drifts all the way to like a third of the way down. Get the halyard ready to blow it.
I think it's getting worse.
I'm Ben, that's Ashley. Together, we did the unimaginable. We sold everything and then set off on a mission to sail around the world.
Civilization. See you later.
Fishing competition, man. I think I win.
This is gonna be awesome.
After 38 countries, over 40,000 nautical miles, and welcoming 2 kids along the way, we are on our second lap around the world.
Those are blood-sucking little beasts.
Look at your arm.
Join us this week as we dive into the local Marquesan culture, explore uncharted waters, and circumnavigate one of the largest islands in the Marquesas. Subscribe to follow the adventure as we live a life at sea.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Mahi! Sweet. We gotta fill the freezer, Dad. Are you excited? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good size.
Oh, good size.
But we're not very superstitious sailors.
I like fishes. I like fish.
We're gonna eat that fish, yeah. Nice little fish, hey? Old man back?
What do you want? You're standing behind the camera laughing.
You're standing down because your back hurts. We're getting old, eh, dear?
We are old. We're not getting old.
We thought you might enjoy, or I thought you might enjoy, watching how Ben fillets it. I know many of you are probably better. Some of you might be worse at filleting the fish. I think he does a good job. Thanks, dear. And just like that, we're here. Can you believe it? Safe and sound. Only one fish this passage. A little bit of a bummer. I was hoping for that tuna. Just a mile into the bay here, it looks like there's quite a few boats in the bay, so we'll have to go and find a fun place to anchor. And then we gotta go see a little bit of civilization. It's a lot more populated than 800 people here in Nuku, Hiva, so we'll get to check it out. Excited for this next part of the adventure. Welcome to Nuku, Hiva, guys.
Almost anywhere you go in the Marquesas, you'll find this. Massive mountains, lush valleys, and coastlines that are raw and wild. These are all ancient volcanoes, so old that many have eroded into razor-thin edges, jutting hundreds of meters into the sky. This morning, we're dropping off a passenger we brought with us from our last island. It's the easiest way for the Marquesans to often go between islands, catching a lift on a sailboat.
This is not the easiest dinghy dog. Hello, Nuku Hiva. Hey, Ben? Remember this place?
A little bit. Not that much, but a little bit.
I remember getting up at 4:30 in the morning to get vegetables. Had precisely 3 vegetables: eggplants, cucumbers, and green beans. I bought them all. Apparently now you can come at 6:30. It's more civilized.
This is the main harbor here in Nuku Hiva. We're anchored right out there somewhere. It's pretty idyllic.
Last time I was here, I said to Ben, it was so rainy, it was insane.
Marquesas are very rainy.
The water has turned chocolate brown. The water is nasty. It smells like earth. And now it's like gorgeous sunny, and it actually doesn't look quite as lush. I think it's just a bit drier this year, probably. I have to say, it's a different experience in the sunshine. It's hot. But I can't wait to explore. There's some really cool stuff on the north side of the island, and I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Nuku Hiva, the largest of the Marquesas Islands, sits over 4,800 kilometers from the U.S. West Coast. For sailors, it's a 3 to 4 week journey across the Pacific. Arriving here feels like discovering a remote paradise, wild and untouched, and it truly still is.
So we're just coming around the north side of Nuku Hiva, and there's a pod of dolphins that lives here that is nowhere else except in the Marquesas, and they have no noses. They have like flat faces. Last time we were here, they did come out and play with us, and it was amazing. It was the hugest pod of dolphins we've seen, and they were jumping and splashing, and it was really cool. I'll see if Ben can find the footage.
Where are we? Nuku Hiva. Oh, windy today. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so cool!
Oh, there's so many here. We might keep going and do a bit of a tour around Nuku Hiva. There's a few amazing spots, archaeology sites, and we're looking forward to sharing it with you.
We're trying to figure out where to go, but there's just not much shelter in the Marquesas and places. This is supposed to be a bay. I think there's like a bit of a reef coming off that rock there. You can kind of see it. And I know on satellite imagery you can see a lot of reef coming off here. So maybe if we sneak in right in the middle.
So this doesn't look that great. We got wind wrapping around. The water doesn't look that clear. It's supposed to be lobster hunting here. You're not gonna be able to see anything. This paradise isn't quite as good as the last paradise we were in, so we're gonna bail and go to the next paradise.
I turned that way.
Hey, you driving?
Yeah!
No way. We found a much quieter bay, tucked in amongst the mountains here. It's gorgeous. Every time you are amazed by how much more beautiful a bay can be and how many more dimensions it can have. It's like literally every time it feels like it's from The Hobbit. It's incredible.
The Marquesas is incredibly exposed to ocean swell. Because of this, cruisers often need to stern anchor their dinghies to prevent them from being pushed onto the sharp rocks. That's what's happening here. All the dinghies are either stern anchored or tied to buoys, making it interesting getting ashore.
We are off to check out some archaeological sites. Archaeological.
I don't know if I can say it any better.
We're gonna go look at some old tikis and things like that, and some old grounds where people used to live, and then where they used to have ceremonies and things like that. So
Sacrifice people.
oh, come on.
That's what they did,
Well,
didn't they?
I don't know. This isn't Fiji. There aren't skulls in every cave.
Bodhi,
All
wait up!
right, good. Stop, Bodhi. Wow, it's stunning. Hey, finally we're in the clouds, but it's not raining. That's just glisten.
It's good in the tropics, like you sweat daily. You sweat out your beer from last night, your sugars. Every time I sail across the South Pacific, I've always felt healthier. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just lack of fast food, lack of access to easy groceries. And it's just, yeah, just more active.
Check this out. This is a starfruit tree, guys.
Yeah.
So those are the starfruit up there. This one's big. It's a big one. Cool, hey? This is one of those places I really wish the internet had smell. You guys have no idea how beautiful it smells right now.
Where are we at with smell-o-vision, by the way? I've tabled it a few times, but no one's taken action on it. Can't we do that with AI?
I don't know.
AI and Neuralink.
We heard drums ahead, and the Aranui, the cruise ship, is in port. I think they might be putting on a bit of a show up here. We're probably a little late because all the trucks left like 10 minutes ago. It's taking us time to walk. Oh, wow, that's paint, Willa. You want to try it? Try it.
Try it.
Here, Dada.
Wow. Look at that.
Cool. You don't have to. In the book. Merci.
T'as de beaux yeux.
Elle a des beaux yeux.
On peut retirer.
Drum is heavy.
Yeah, that's fine.
The traditional dance in the Marquesas is a powerful expression of their rich culture and deep connection to the land and sea. What they're doing here is actually telling stories of warriors, gods, and ancestors.
You're super good. How was the dancing, Willa?
Good.
Good. It was really good.
Go for it.
Go for it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna go for it? Nice. Okay, we gotta turn it off now. Come on. You got it, boys. You got it. 1, 2, 3, up.
I hold it.
Okay, let's jump to Nahoa.
I want a stinky like a stinky sweat.
Whoa.
Come on it.
Okay, come on. Out you get, Willa. You want to get out too? Okay, bye-bye.
As we make our way further around the island, we find ourselves in a bay few sailors ever see. It's hard to access by land and even harder by sea. But it's in these remote spots, the people on shore are often much more welcoming to sailors, appreciating the rarity of visitors when they're not overwhelmed by the crowds. And there's a rumor that this particular farmer has a soft spot for chocolate cake. So we came prepared, bringing some chocolate cupcakes as a gesture of goodwill. Sometimes it's these small things that open doors in these far-off places.
This was a very ill-fated thing. Ben's like, oh, it's really deep. And then he's like, get out. And then the boat turns sideways and the whole thing knocks me over in the water.
Her ass is wet.
No, I'm soaked. Like, I'm completely soaked.
The icing has melted off the cupcakes. The chocolate cake has all fallen over. Ashley is wet. We're not off to a good start, but maybe we can keep the humor going, because without it, it's... You got a stick, nice. Limes, smell it. You smell it? Okay, let's leave them on the ground till we ask them if we can have some, okay?
Hey.
How old do you think this road is, Ash? We found someone.
Nahoa.
Kauha.
Ça c'est Willa et Bodhi.
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 Okay.
Oh, les enfants et nous avons fait un gâteau pour vous, mais c'est tombé quand on a entré avec le petit bateau. Mais c'est pour vous. Et notre ami a dit que vous aimez le...
Beaucoup le gâteau.
Oui.
Yes, yes.
Mais celui-là, un peu de la
Je vais
plage.
mettre dans le congélateur.
Je suis désolée, c'est comme ça.
Pas de problème.
C'était beaucoup meilleur quand
Comment-
nous avons
comment
départi.
What did he say?
Oh, pardon? On va rester ici. Look at the puppy. They've been farming here for generations, I guess. It's just such a beautiful spot. You can tell some of the trees look really huge.
So these are wild horses that they use to go hunting with in the bush, he says. I don't know if they ride them. Maybe some of them they ride with, but a lot of them are just literally wild. See that? That one might be pregnant.
I think he has a baby.
He has babies.
He's gonna put the saddle on, Marquesan saddle. It's a wood saddle, and then Willa can go for a walk.
Wow.
What? Okay. All right.
Oui, on peut marcher avec vous? That's okay, I'll get it.
This is normal life for these two. Okay, not every day do you get to go on a spontaneous horse ride, but generally they have no clue what the day will bring. Neither do we. And that's exactly what we love about this life. It's these small, minuscule moments in their lives and ours that are epic and keep us coming back for more. Just look at them. Those smiles. They're completely lost in the moment. It's their first horse ride and some tattooed Marquesan farmer is walking them. I sure hope this gets imprinted into their brains.
Wow.
This went on for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Just them on the horse with the Marquesan farmer leading them through his property. All powered by some chocolate cupcakes, thrashed by a hard beach landing with icing melted off.
Est-ce que vous envoyez les fruits et les légumes à l'autre, à Tahiti ou?
Oui, oui, des citrons, lemon.
Oui,
Lemon.
limon, oui.
Puis on a le
Il y a beaucoup
Tout à l'heure,
de citrons, oui.
combat. Ils disent de pamplemousse. Je vais donner pamplemousse. Change avec les gâteaux.
Oh, mais les gâteaux sont pas bons maintenant, c'est tout
C'est
cassé.
tout bon. Ça fait pour la maison.
Pour coucher, et
Voilà.
c'est beaucoup haut.
Et en haut, pour la rivière, de rivière.
Oh, parce que ça arrive avec le
Voilà,
fleuve.
le rivière, raz de marée.
Right. I mean, but look at all the ancient sort of ruins and platforms. He says that would have been a house. Huge trees, eh?
Oui, break, grand tapis.
Oui. Avec la vente.
Des feux d'ancien, non?
C'est joli, oui.
C'est ancien, là-bas.
This is the ancient road. Into here, it used to go to Hetihau and I think over to the other side of the island as well. And they had these nice wide roads. This is a wall and it circles this entire area and there's a garden within here. And this is like a family home. How cool is that?
How's your wet skirt?
Annoying.
Is it still wet?
Jeans, it'll take days to dry. At least it's jeans, not sticking to. Not as bad. What do you got there? Pistache?
Pistache. I don't know if it's pistachio or...
Pistache. They're like little mini plums.
Hein, voilà, voilà, oui,
Les moustiques.
Yeah, voilà.
Ah, ça, c'est les nonos. Pour moi, les nonos sont vraiment...
Ah oui, oui, des Marquesans, il y a non, non.
Oui.
When we mention no-nos, he springs into action, immediately realizing the severity of these tiny but fierce bugs in the Marquesas.
Ils descendent sur le soleil séché, les gris.
Oui.
Ils descendent.
Oh, you sand and then you make oil.
The locals know exactly how relentless the no-nos can be near the coastlines and the valleys, and to protect themselves, they use something called tamanu oil, extracted from the tamanu nut. Had we had this, we may have had a better hike the other day.
Or does it go right just here?
There are so many no-nos. I am literally being swarmed. Look at my shirt.
Oh my God, look at your arm.
Those are blood-sucking little beasts. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We have fled the beach. They call them no-nos here. They're
Like no-see-ums,
no-see-ums.
but are like sand fleas, but not sand fleas. I don't know how to explain it.
You see the most beautiful beach here in the Marquesas or anywhere really in the tropics, and it's always covered in bugs. It's just a fact of life in the tropics.
That was hilarious. Okay. The hike has been super enjoyable. The destination? No. I will never forget the no-nos at this beach, ever. They're the worst I've ever seen. Like, really. Bad.
I'm not going to go to that big first.
Come, Bodhi. C'est pour faire le...
Bodhi, you're standing up on a house. If you look at this, you can see cement in here. They added the cement to keep the rats out. And then this is old traditional foundation. And then that was the colonial house. The French came and they made them stop with tattoos. They made them stop with all sorts of their traditional stuff. It is now all part of French Polynesia, but it was the Marquesas before, so yeah. Pretty cool spot.
Jumping, dude. Watch out for the mangoes, they're falling.
So big, grande. Yeah.
Tomorrow's good.
Tomorrow's good. Wow. Look at the size of this. It's like the size of Willa's head. It's huge. He said tomorrow it's ready.
Wow. The cows eat them.
Ah. Merci.
Merci.
I think we lucked out today, Willa, hey? Yeah.
Was that the best day ever, Willa? Forever grateful for the people we meet on when we travel, because that is something that a 4-year-old never gets to do.
Ashley looked up horseback riding, I think in Canada, right? And it was minimum age of 5 due to insurance.
I think they'll sometimes do pony rides at the fairgrounds.
It's pretty cool to be just able to roll into a place and for them to offer a horse ride, you know? Pretty neat.
And we just said Willa loves horses, and she's like, oh, well, let's go look at my horse and go for a ride. We're so lucky to meet people that are so generous with their time and their resources when we travel, and you sort of take with you, and you really become more generous yourself, I think. Do you think?
I hope so. I hope we're generous enough.
Here we are in this beautiful place on this on a farm, and there's horses and there's cows, and we're getting a huge bag of fruit, and all we took in was a little bit of chocolate cake. You want to offer more, you want to offer money, but I think the beer is a much better thing. It's more about trading and not paying money for the experiences, because it doesn't feel right. He's just generously offering something that he has, just like we can offer something that we have. And Ben definitely had a few beer left from Panama, but not very many anymore, right, Ben?
Better that he has beer than I have beer, because I have drank enough beer in my lifetime. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves that it's not about always money for other people, you know? Happiness and their way of life is not always directly linked to money, and that's something that is from the Western world, not so much from the rest of the world. So family, time with people, those kind of things are often a lot more valuable to others and us. I don't know. I'm not saying that right either.
Nobody says that he doesn't need that much money. He says his lime trees bring in the money that he needs to go to the markets and the shops and buy gas. And the rest, they can just live off the land, because it's abundant here. It's wonderful. Every few months there's a different fruit or vegetable that comes in, and I don't know, it's a really neat place in the Marquesas. It's a truly beautiful place here. And the black sand beaches are hot. Don't let it go in your feet. Take it in.
Goodbye, Marquesas. It's really hard to say goodbye. The people are so friendly here. The guy was just getting mangoes out of the tree, handing them to us as we're leaving, just as a, I don't know, just...
He liked the kids. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed children get some people.
I know, the kids are a true icebreaker and a bridge between cultures. Everyone likes little kids. You gonna miss the Marquesas, Ash?
Yeah, it's stunning, hey? I mean, look at this. Do you see that spire there? It's a beautiful place. It's super neat. We're just going by Uapu. It's evening, and I'm just making dinner for the kids, so.
The only consistent thing out here is a lack of consistency, whether it's the land or it's sea. Everything is always changing, from the sea state to the wind to the boat itself. We didn't know it yet, but a rude awakening was waiting for us in the morning.
Well, I think that's the end of that, Sal. Come on. We could try for early. We could try for early, yeah. I think that's probably our best bet. It's a lot of pressure on there.
A lot less pressure now.
I just don't know how I'm gonna get this down. I think I'm gonna get a knife. Start with a knife. I might need to cut it away, Ash.
Why? What do you think is happening?
It's ripped all the way to like a third of the way down. So we try and furl it. If it flops over, like if it folds in half, we might be able to furl it. If not, then I might just need to cut that leech away and then.
Or we could just drop it then, which would be smart.
Or we could drop it, yeah.
Like, I don't think you need to cut the sail any more than it's cut.
Well, I'm gonna take a knife just in case I need
I
it.
think we should drop the sail before we cut it away. It might be able to be repaired.
Let's try furling it.
I think it's getting worse.
Get the halyard ready to blow it. Okay, ready? Yeah. Is it coming in? I was trying to film everything, but you were yelling at me because
No, I couldn't put it in my mouth to film it. You want me to do it and let it out a bit and do it again?
I got it rigged up here. Wow, look how big this guy is. You see that? Wow, that is gorgeous.
That's neat, eh?
I guess we're gonna go with the Genoa. We do still have our old Code Zero, which we will rig up once we get to the two Motus. Yeah.
Make sure to stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already. Next time we assess the damage to our blown sail and continue onward toward the Tuamotu archipelago.
Don't do what we do.
Welcome to paradise. Ah, feels good.